a hard time figuring out what your personal style is, let me introduce you to the personal style system. The personal style system is a method I created to discover personal style. Endless online quizzes and mood boards left me more confused than ever. So I took it upon myself to create a new method. What is so special about the personal style system is that it focuses 100% on you. Unlike the really popular, but in my opinion, ineffective Pinterest method, this system focuses on existing outfits that you already own. In today's video, I will explain the system in very general terms and then start posting a video every week where I will explain the individual steps so you can follow along. If you do not want to wait for the rollout here on YouTube, this system is available as an ebook on Amazon and I will leave a link below. If you want daily updates on the system, I am also rolling it out on TikTok and I will leave a link to my profile below. Without further ado, let me explain my system. So this is the overview that you would see also this way in the book. You see we have three major parts. We have the observation part, the analysis part, and then also the results. In part one of this method, we try to gather as much information about you as possible. And we do this using the following categories. First of all, ARMOUR outfits. ARMOUR outfits consist of clothes we choose to feel comfortable and protected. I always like to think we wear ARMOUR outfits when we know we're going to go somewhere where we don't know anyone or where we are unsure about the dress code. Depending on our needs, ARMOUR outfits are either muted or loud, they're neutral or colorful, or they're classic or bold. In that sense, ARMOUR outfits are the first line of defense of our personal style. The second category are so-called default outfits. Default outfits are the ones we wear when we are late and we just need an outfit that works, or we barely make it out of bed and into the shower and choosing an outfit feels like a chore. So we choose a very well-established outfit that does not need a lot of styling. In that sense, default outfits are very effortless, they're easy to put together, and they are the safe bet of our personal style. The third category we're going to look at when it comes to the system are the so-called crown jewel outfits. Crown jewel outfits are the outfits we wear when we do not mind being seen. These are outfits we put together when we have the time and also when we feel like getting dressed. Crown jewel outfits often consist of pieces we really love and appreciate, but for some reason do not choose to wear on a daily basis. In that sense, crown jewel outfits are the flagships of our personal style. According to my system, these are the three major and most important categories of our personal style. But it doesn't stop there, of course. We will also be looking at so-called close relationship items. These are our favorite items. Sometimes they're pieces we bought knowing they were going to be our favorites. Sometimes these are pieces we bought on a whim that turned out to be our favorites. No other pieces in our wardrobes tell us more about what we like and more about our personal style. The opposite of close relationship items are so-called false friends. False friend items are pieces we bought thinking we're going to like them, but there's something about them that makes them completely unwearable. They're the so-called dust collectors of our personal style and what I would like to call the broken promise of our personal style. After we analyze the so-called false friends of your wardrobe, we're also going to take a look at the so-called fashion child. In the fashion child chapter, it's all about going down memory lane. I want you to think about what you enjoyed wearing as a child or as a teenager, because for many of us, our childhood and teenage years are years of huge freedom we never really experience again in our lives. And many of us use that time to express ourselves through fashion. And it's important to sort of revisit that time to understand what it is that we used to like and if there's still something in there, an essence maybe, that is still important for us today. The observation part of the system then closes with a fast quiz where I just have a little questionnaire to close in on some details. Before moving on to the analysis, in the book at least, I have a few detours sort of explaining things about fashion a little bit. For example, I will talk about the importance of accessories, but also about fashion trends and how you can make them work for you. There's also going to be a chapter about refining your style, which becomes important once you understand what you really like. Let's take a look at the analysis. In a first step, the analysis is all about summarizing the information you have gathered about your personal style. So I ask you to analyze all of the information you gathered for the following categories: fit, color, prints and patterns, fabric, trouser style, neck lengths, hem lengths, sleeve types, and accessories. I also want you to document all of the exceptions. In this context, the seasons may influence your style. For example, it could be that in winter and fall you prefer neutral and muted colors, but for some reason in winter you love vibrant dresses. This would be one interesting exception to also document. In the system, I ask you to go through all of those categories for all of the main types, so what I already discussed, armor outfits, default outfits, crown jewel outfits, and I also ask you to analyze your CRIs, your so-called close relationship items, for the same categories. All of that information then goes into the summary table so you have a better overview. I will also ask you to make use of the notes. In the notes, you will write down anything you noticed about your style and your preferences that you find odd or very unique. For example, you may notice throughout your journey that the fit is very important to you. Or you may notice that fashion trends are extremely important to you. All of this information should go into your notes so you get a better understanding of your preferences and later on of your personal style. Once the summary table is filled out, you will have a really good idea of what it is that you like and what it is that your personal style consists of. In the results, I then also provide you with a text definition. The text definition has little spaces for you to fill out. For example, you will fill in the gaps with your favorite fit, colors, trouser types. You will also note down if you're someone who enjoys prints and patterns or not, and what type of prints and patterns you enjoy or do not enjoy. Finally, there will be a little note about accessories. Accessories as well as shoes are a little bit neglected in my system, but only because I look at the bigger picture first. I believe once you have understood what clothes you really enjoy, you will automatically understand what accessories you enjoy and what shoes will fit into your style. And then you're done. I imagine this was a lot of information for one video, but remember, this was just an introduction to the system and I will go into a lot more detail in the next few videos. I highly recommend reading along while I do these videos because a lot of the stuff that is written in the book and explained very in depth in the book, I will not be able to share in videos because I do not want to make my videos super long. In the book, you will further be provided with really nice tables to fill in all of your notes, and that is so much easier than having to document everything on a blank page. I really hope you enjoyed this video and I hope to see you in the next one.